Hi guys, this is Ashley back with another reading. This reading is going to be on Doja Cat, just the future of her career. And then also I'm going to do another reading on Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj. Somebody wanted me to do a reading on them for whatever reason, so I'm going to do a quick reading on them. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to turn on post notifications. So let's start off with Doja Cat. Let's start off with this. How is Doja Cat doing mentally? Doja Cat. How is Doja Cat doing mentally? Doja Cat. How is Doja Cat doing mentally? Okay, so the Nine of Pentacles is here. So the Nine of Pentacles in reverse talks about overworking, overinvestment. So she's burnt out. Okay, so that's why you might see her having an attitude on social media, whether it's on live or her tweeting. She feels burnt out, which she has expressed several times before. The Four of Swords, this talks about contemplation, rethinking things, kind of wanting to start over or try something new. We also have the Ten of Swords in reverse. It talks about moving strategically. And then we also have the Ten of Cups. It talks about building a foundation. I'm also getting the energy that like Doja Cat is kind of thinking about the future. She's thinking about starting a family. She's trying to see if, she has a future for like having children or, getting married. She's thinking about the future in a sense, like, I don't want to just do this. I want to end up being happy and, doing things that I love outside of music. So she is kind of burnt out. And I think that she has expressed that. And that's why she seems irritated on social media. So let's see. How will Doja Cat's next album do on the charts? Doja Cat. How will her next album do on the charts? Doja Cat. How will her next album do on the charts? Interesting. So I will say this. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse, it talks about the dark side of wealth. She definitely will be doing a lot of symbolisms and her rituals because the Ten of Pentacles is here in reverse, and that talks about the dark side of the industry. The Judgment card is here. That talks about people will be critical of her music. Okay, meaning the fans. This also talks about a rebirth, a new beginning. It's going to be a whole new Doja Cat the next era. Okay, you know how she was kind of like pop and girly. I don't think we're going to get that Doja Cat for the next era. It's going to be a completely different Doja Cat. You can kind of see her trying to transition out from being that pop girly, pop rap type of chick. And then we also have the Four of Pentacles here in reverse, and that talks about a bad investment. I do feel like she's going to have some challenges with this next album. I don't feel like it's going to be as successful as Planet Her, but she will have some success because the Magician card is here, and that talks about people pulling strings behind the scenes for Doja Cat. We do have the Two of Wands here in reverse that talks about a lack of expansion, growth. So she will have some challenges here with like the success of the album. It may not be as successful as Planet Her, but she still will have somebody pulling strings for her, making it successful. And then we also have the King of Cups here in reverse. And this talks about a man that is emotionally manipulative. And this person could be for her and against her. So she's going to have a man here that is helping her, but he also will sabotage her in her career. Okay, because the King of Cups, that represents somebody that's emotionally manipulative, strategic, somebody pulling strings. And I do feel like this could be Dr. Luke, because he did the same thing with Kesha. He was helping Kesha, but then when she spoke out about being Ard, then he decided to sabotage her. Okay, and he's done that with other artists too. But she's going to have to be very careful, but she will have some success. The Chariot card is here. This talks about some success, but it's not going to be as successful as Planet Her, and people will be critical of her next album. She's not going to be able to kind of get away with, you know, what she's gotten away with in the past. A lot of people have, you know, been like, oh, okay, Doja Cat, you know, she's good. You know, she's better than the other female rappers, but because she's going into a different direction, people are going to be critical of her bars. If she really spitting, because she said it's going to be mostly rap. So they're going to be very critical of what, you know, she's doing with her music. Let's see. How will Doja Cat's career be in the next 2 years? Doja Cat's career. How will that be in the next 2 years? Doja Cat's music career. How will Doja Cat's music career be in the next 2 years? She's going to be working still in the next 2 years. The 9 of Pentacles, that represents hard work, achievements. But her career will take a dip in the next 2 years. I know people won't believe it now, but her career is going to be a little bit stagnant. The 10 of Swords, she's going to experience some betrayal in her team. And that's going to cause her career to take a dip. The 10 of Cups in reverse, it talks about a struggle. The Queen of Wands, it talks about her being self-confident, doing things by herself. Doesn't mean that she'll be fully independent, but she might take things into her own hands, maybe fire a few people in her team, you know, not work under Dr. Luke. She may be able to get out of her contract or something like that. That could hinder her career. The 7 of Swords, it talks about her moving strategically. And then we also have the Knight of Swords in reverse. And this talks about somebody that is impulsive. So I do feel like she's going to experience some betrayal in her team, and that's going to kind of hinder her career. She also will go through a struggle period. The 10 of Cups is here in reverse. It talks about struggle in reverse. And, you know, somebody's going to be sneaky. I do feel like that's Dr. Luke, because he will try to sabotage her if she does not want to work with him. And I said that before. So I wish Doja Cat all the best. But it does look like her career could get stagnant in the future. Let's move on from that, though. Actually, you know what? I want to see this. I want to see, will Doja Cat get into any more scandals? Doja Cat, will she get into any more scandals in the next year or so? Doja Cat, will she get into any more scandals? Somebody will try to expose Doja Cat for something, because the Moon card is here. This talks about anxiety and fear, and this also represents secrets revealed. So there's going to be more people trying to expose her. The Knight of Wands in reverse, it talks about an impulsive action. So the 6 of Swords, that talks about a release of baggage. It may not really hurt her career because the Hangman is here, and this talks about stalemate. So it may not be a trickle effect where, you know, her career is completely gone, but she will lose some fans. Okay, you know how like people unfollowed her on Instagram. It was like 200 people unfollowed her. Not 200 people, 200,000 people unfollowed her on Instagram. It may be that kind of trickle effect where, you know, people just unfollow her. They may be more critical of her, but it's not going to have like a super hardcore effect on her career, but her career will go downward in the future. Okay, so moving on to Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj. How does Nicki Minaj feel about Megan Thee Stallion? Nicki Minaj, how does she feel about Megan Thee Stallion? Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj. How does Nicki Minaj feel about Megan Thee Stallion? Okay, so we have the King of Swords in reverse. That talks about somebody that's manipulative, somebody that you don't really trust. The King of Pentacles in reverse. It talks about somebody that's obsessed with wealth. Also could be deemed as like a social climber, somebody that just likes opportunities, will do anything to get to the top. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse, it talks about misdirected activity. And then we also have the Ace of Swords in reverse. So that talks about lack of growth and potential in reverse. So she doesn't trust Megan Thee Stallion, and she just doesn't really want to be around her. It seems like she has an avoidance energy in regards to Megan Thee Stallion, because she just doesn't trust her. She thinks that she's kind of like an opportunist. That's how Nicki Minaj feels about Megan Thee Stallion. So let's see, how does Megan Thee Stallion feel about Nicki Minaj? Megan Thee Stallion, how does she feel about Nicki Minaj? Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, so there's disharmony in her energy. The Three of Pentacles in reverse, it talks about disharmony, not really getting along with somebody. The Tower card, them having a tower moment. And then we also have the Three of Cups in reverse. And this talks about kind of partying alone, having no friends. So she feels like Nicki Minaj is a loner. She doesn't really have any type of friends or anything in the industry. And then also she does feel like that Nicki Minaj does manipulate people, or manipulates the fans. The Fool card is here. This talks about somebody that's kind of like spontaneous and free. And she feels like, you know, Nicki might have like a stick up her ass or something like that. The Six of Swords feels like a baggage was released ever since she stopped talking to Nicki Minaj, or stopped being cool with Nicki Minaj. She feels like a weight has been lifted off her shoulder. And then we have the Six of Wands in reverse. This talks about private achievement. So even though her and Nicki are not cool, she feels like she's thriving still in the industry. Like it didn't really stop her career. Will Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion ever make amends? Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion, will they ever be cool? Will they ever make amends? Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion, will they ever be cool or make amends? You know what's so funny? I feel like somebody is going to try to connect them, because the Three of Cups popped out and it's in upright, and that talks about, you know, somebody being the middle person, a connection, somebody that's cool with both of them, trying to connect them, trying to make them be cool. Okay, so the Three of Cups, that talks about when you have a group of friends One may not be getting along with the other one, but there's somebody in the middle that's cool with both of you, and they try to like put you guys together. That's what it seems is going to happen. And then the Queen of Swords, that talks about direct communication. So it does seem as though somebody is going to try to connect them to try to make them be friends, or at least be cordial. They don't have to be friends, but at least talk about it. I feel like it's going to be for a financial opportunity, because the Ace of Wands is here. This talks about opportunities. This talks about growth. So I'm seeing that as for a financial opportunity. And the Temperance card is here that talks about an imbalance. So that means that they don't really want to talk to each other, but somebody that's going to be in the middle is going to see a financial opportunity and want them to do something together. And then the 10 of Swords, that talks about, you know, that person moving strategically. So it does look like somebody is going to try to play the middleman and have them get back cool. I wonder who they got as mutual friends. Because, you know, I don't think it's going to be Cardi. But I know they got a few people in common, but it could be Juicy J. Remember, Juicy J was trying to reach out to Nicki Minaj, and he's worked with Megan Thee Stallion. So it feels like it's going to be like there's a man trying to connect them. It's a man trying to connect them and have them be cordial or cool for a financial opportunity. So anyway, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and have an amazing day.